Hi, I'm Inish, and welcome to my journey. I'm ready to become who I want to be, and I thought it would be cool to document the process of becoming that person. Let me give you the backstory of this. This year has been tough, to say the least. A lot of bad things happened, a lot of good things happened, and it was overall a year of growth. This past year, I took a gap year for my mental health, and I've been healing. And so now I feel like I'm beginning this new phase in my life. And with the new phase of life, we have the chance to kind of start over. So, I'm going back to college and I'm open to anything this year. Anything and everything that happens. Who I'm trying to become is a more open person. I always thought I was a pretty open-minded person, but I've been reflecting and turns out maybe I'm not that open. I've always thought that open-minded would be a term that you use in regards to thinking out of the box, being creative, and accepting new things, new realities. But I never thought of the meaning of it when you're talking about your reality. For example, I always thought I was an open book, like I don't have any secrets. I tell people whatever they want to know about me. I'm not hiding stuff or anything, so I'm an open book, right? Wrong. You know why I'm not an open book? If I think back to every time that I feel bad about myself or do something that I feel guilty of, I never want people to see me, and so I isolate myself and I close myself off. That's not very open of me. So all this time I thought I was an open book, while the book was only opened on my favorite page. You get what I'm saying? I think I'm very out of the box. If something small changes in my routines or in my world, I freak out. I get mad when people don't understand me, but I don't express myself. So how can they understand me if I don't express myself? So this year, I will try to be a more open-minded person. Open to new ideas, new friends, new environments. It's what I want to do. And with this, let's talk about the first step to becoming who you want to be, which is knowing who you want to be. And if you don't know who you want to be, that's okay too, because you can start by knowing who you don't want to be, who you don't want to become. So what I recommend is that you actually write traits of who you want to be and traits that you don't want to have in the person you're becoming. Do you want to be more confident? Do you want to be nice? Do you want to be a person who exercises? And this person you're becoming, what is their day-to-day like? What do they do when they wake up? And how is it different from what you're doing now? Does this person act like you? Does this person look like you? Does this person think like you? All very good questions that you should answer on paper. It's good to have a clear image of who you want to be. But again, if you're lost, you can always start by knowing what you don't want to be. And so the second step is reading what you just wrote and just imagine it. This may sound silly, but imagining what you want to be like is actually a process that helped many people succeed in life. And so just close your eyes, start breathing, and imagine what you want your future to be like, what you want your future self to be. What routines does your future self have? How does he act towards other people? What kind of work does he do internally? And the third step is taking actions aligned with who you want to become. Because often we as humans complain about our lives, about what's happened, about why we're stuck, about why we're not where we want to be yet. And a lot of the times we're not taking actions aligned with our future self. For example, if you say you want to be in shape, are you exercising frequently? Because if you say you want to be in shape and you don't do anything to be in shape, you're not just gonna expect the shape to... If you want to read more books, are you making time to read those books? And this is a good example because a lot of people say they don't have time to read books. And that does not exist. Some of the busiest people in the world still read books. You have to make time to read them. Maybe those 30 minutes that you just spent on your phone can be spent reading a book. And we often self-sabotage because humans love comfort. We only really change if the pain of not having what we want is greater than the comfort we're in. That's why we have to take action towards the things we want, towards who we want to be. If you want to play an instrument, you have to set yourself some time every day to learn how to play the instrument. This might sound simple, but in reality, you'll see that a lot of the times we will not take actions aligned with what we want because we're comfortable. Change is scary, we all know that. The other day I was reading about this animal. It has a weird name, but you can call it water bear. And it's this tiny creature that you can barely see in the naked eye. And it survives everywhere. It can survive in lava, it can survive in ice, it can survive in outer space. It can survive up to 1,000 times more radiation than us humans do. Absurd amount of pressure. So it's literally almost immortal. However, their lifespan is 3 months. So that means that you can step on this guy, take it to space, put it in lava, in ice, everywhere. He doesn't die. But he naturally goes away in 3 months. And this got me thinking, if you had 3 months to live, only 3 months to live, and you were basically immortal, so you could do everything you wanted, you wouldn't die, you could do anything, as long as it's in that 3-month period, what would you be doing, and why are you not doing it right now? You might say things like, well, because I want to go to my dream destination and I don't have money to go, or I don't have time, or this or that. And while this might be true, you can change it. If you could change that situation and you had 3 months, what would you do? Think about it, because in 3 months your life can really change. What would the steps be? What would you be doing right now? Think about what steps you can take today that lead you closer to your ideal self, even though this is all in our heads, because I think we're exactly who we need to be in the present. My first step to becoming who I want to be is this, starting a YouTube channel. I think that I'm gonna want to look back and see my progress. And so I decided to create this channel because who I want to be expresses herself more. And YouTube is a great platform where you can express yourself. And so I'm gonna use this channel to express myself, and I think it's gonna be cool to look back and see the progress I've made. I actually used to have a YouTube channel when I was younger, and I started it for the exact same reason, because I wanted to express myself. I felt like no one understood me, and so I started making videos. So this is kind of a full circle moment for me. And yeah, if you want to stick around, you're more than welcome to join me in my journey. And thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. You wanna say hi? You wanna say hi? Everyone say hello to Sky. Hi, Sky. Say hello to the viewers.